Direct News TV. February 12, 2024. Cocaine valued at $70,000 seized in Manchester, 2 arrested, Jamaica. Manchester, Jamaica. Police are reporting that 2 people are under investigation following their arrest in connection with the seizure of 2.3 kilograms of cocaine in Mandeville, Manchester on Sunday. Police said about 7 p.m. a search of a motor car was conducted with the 2 people on board, leading to the discovery of the cocaine hidden under the driver's seat. Police said the cocaine has an estimated street value of $70,000. Police said the 2 suspects were placed under arrest on reasonable suspicion for breaches of the Dangerous Drugs Act, and their names are being withheld pending investigations. In other news, foreigner, 3 others arrested following gun and ammunition seizure in Portland. The Mancheonial police have arrested 4 men, including a foreign national, in relation to the seizure of a firearm and ammunition in Ping Beach, Mancheonial in Portland on Sunday. The police say about 3:40 p.m., they were patrolling the area, when a white Suzuki Swift motor car with 4 men aboard was seen. Upon seeing the police, the driver of the motor vehicle started acting in a manner that aroused the suspicion of the team, and the driver was signaled to stop. The occupants and the vehicle were searched, and a 9mm Ruger pistol with a magazine containing 9 rounds was reportedly found in a brown bag beneath the driver's seat. All 4 men were taken into custody pending further investigations. Meanwhile, man killed, woman found unconscious in Portmore gun attack. St. Catherine, Jamaica. A man was shot dead by gunmen on Stephen Avenue in a community called Compound in Gregory Park, Portmore, St. Catherine on Sunday afternoon. A woman was also found unconscious besides the dead man. It is believed she fainted during the shooting. The deceased has since been identified as 32-year-old Sheldon Chambers, otherwise called Crocs, from Stevens Avenue. Information received is that around 4:45 p.m., residents heard explosions near the entrance to Chambers' premises. They later made checks and found Chambers lying motionless on the ground, suffering from what appeared to be gunshot wounds. A woman was seen lying motionless beside him. The police were summoned, and both victims were rushed to the Spanish Town Hospital, where doctors pronounced Chambers dead. The woman was examined, and no visible injuries were observed on her. She was subsequently released. No motive has yet been established for the killing, the police said. Up next, Vybz Kartel's appeal to be heard by Privy Council February 14 to 15. Kingston, Jamaica. Attorney-at-law Isat Buchanan, who represents the embattled DJ Vybz Kartel, is now in England to argue the DJ's appeal in the United Kingdom-based Privy Council, Jamaica's final appellate court, between February 14 and 15, 2024. Vybz Kartel is currently serving a life sentence for the 2011 murder of Clive "Lizard" Williams. The key points are the jury management issues, the discharging of a jury and failure to discharge the bribing juror, the judge handing the case to the jury so late in the day at 3:42 p.m., and the admissibility of JS2 in breach of the charter rights, Buchanan told Observer Online. The JS2 is telecommunication and the evidence entered in breach of the charter right to privacy, he added. The central plank in the defense's Privy Council appeal questions the validity of cell phone and other telecommunication evidence presented by the prosecution, which the defense argued had been compromised. The defense lawyers intend to argue that the telecom evidence had been obtained in breach of the fundamental right to the protection of privacy of communication guaranteed by the Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedoms contained in the Jamaican Constitution. Kartel's defense team is also contending that the police request to Digicel and Digicel's provision of data to the police were carried out in breach of the Interception of Communications Act. Vybz Kartel and his co-appellants had already tried and failed to introduce 2 additional grounds for appeal, including the introduction of evidence that Kartel's cell phone had shown signs of tampering while in police custody. In February 2023, the Privy Council denied the 2 applications. Another one of the major bones of contention in the case is the attempted jury tampering. During the trial, the judge, Justice Lennox Campbell, became aware of an allegation that a juror had attempted to bribe the jury forewoman by offering $500,000 to influence other jurors to return a not guilty verdict. The offer was also allegedly made to some other jurors by Livingston Kane. After discussing the attempted jury tampering with both the prosecution and the defense, Justice Campbell decided that the trial should proceed, opting not to discharge the jury, or the particular juror who was accused of offering the bribes. Kane was later found guilty in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court of perverting the course of justice. He was sentenced to 12 months in prison at hard labor. Buchanan will also be arguing the question, was the judge wrong to invite the jury to reach a verdict late in the day, given the special circumstances of the case? Court records note that Justice Campbell finished his summing up at 3:42 p.m. on March 13, 2014. The jury returned at 5:35 p.m., when the forewoman told the court that the jury had not reached a unanimous verdict. However, Campbell sent the jury out again and they returned at 6:08 p.m., and, by a majority of 10-1, convicted the appellants of the murder of Williams. Back in July, Bert Samuels, the attorney for Sean Storm Campbell, had announced that the UK court had set tentative dates of April 16 through 18 in 2024 to hear the main arguments in the quartet's appeal. However, Kartel's battle with Graves' disease, a condition which was reportedly exacerbated when the Fever DJ was placed in a 23-hour stint in solitary confinement, after 2 cell phones were found in his cell, led to an expedited date for the appeal on humanitarian grounds. His condition is being managed as best as possible in the circumstances currently. Proper treatment, however, is needed, Buchanan said. Vybz Kartel reportedly suffers from Graves' disease and 2 heart conditions. In March 2014, Kartel, real name Adidja Palmer, Sean Storm Campbell, and 2 associates, Kahira Jones and Andre Madsa St. John, were all found guilty of killing Clive Lizard Williams. Williams disappeared and his body was never found. After their conviction was largely upheld by the Jamaica Court of Appeal in April 2020, the 4 men moved to the Privy Council, the final court of appeal for Jamaica, seeking to overturn their life sentences that range from 22 to 32 years before parole. The Privy Council has assigned a panel of 5 justices, Lord Reed, Lord Lloyd-Jones, Lord Briggs, Lord Burrows, and Lady Simler, who will hear arguments from both sides on key issues in the case. My name is Kingsley. Please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be the first to be notified whenever we post. You won't regret it.